What it do? What it do? What it do? Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. You already know what the motherfucking vibe is. Don't forget my O. It's Vibo. It's the V to the B to the Y to the Z. And don't forget my O. You got me feeling like your boys off for hustling. Hustle and flow. Hey, baby, spell my name right. I love how you got the chain for me, baby, and you spell my name right. You know how I like my name spelled? VBYZO. Let's get it, let's go. The haters could keep the scope. We hitting to the top, so they turned us to the topic. We always on a go, so we stay up and they gossip. As a chosen one, bro, ain't nobody sit here and explain this to me but the common sense. And having enough malts running my head at nighttime. I mean, they got lights. Look at this, bro. Look at these bright lights. Multiple. I'm surrounded by multiple bright lights. Here it is. I got goddamn malts and shit smashing in the back of my head and shit, running my insurance up. You hear me? That's because you got the light. I used to ask myself, like, bro, I'm in all black. I got a hoodie on. I'm masked up. How these people know me? How they know it's me? I'm like, you know why? Because your light, bro. Your light. Chosen one. You have a real light. No difference from, you see how you see that, right? Okay. Think about seeing a black figure in the darkness. And it's just got this ambiance and this rainbowish glow about it. That's you. That's you. You could be in all black. It could be no lights in the town, bro. All the lights went out. The power went out. You feel me? You got on all black. They still gonna see you, bro. Cause you the brightest thing under sunlight. You the brightest thing under moonlight. You the brightest motherfucker everywhere you go. If you a real life chosen one. And you gotta make sure that you put in your light in areas where it can be amplified. Cause lately, I've been seeing the fiery darts. I mean, literally, I could see the shadows come from their fingers as they flick it real fast. And I could see this little shadow, like all some goosebumps shit. And I see this black shadow hitting and going into my body, bro. That's the fiery darts. And that's when you gotta spiritually cleanse on a day-to-day basis. The same way you brush your teeth at least 2 to 3 times a rotation, you gotta be on your spiritual cleanses and your spiritual practices and your spiritual baths. You understand what I'm saying? Now I see myself walking around with a 4-ounce bottle of herbs. You know what I'm saying, for protection. You know what I'm saying. You need to spray those herbs. You know, like your chamomile. You got I'll give you a mix right now. Some rosemary, cloves, and peppermint and cinnamon. And put some orange peelings in that bitch with some pineapple chunks. That's gonna be a great spiritual protector and spiritual cleanser for you whenever you go out there and step in public. My bad, y'all. Gotta get some H2O. Cause you know how they be talking about, oh man, just just burn some sage. I don't do that shit, bro, because it was a demon that told me to do that shit. So that's why I don't burn sage. You know what I'm saying? I was at the restaurant with this one dude, and you know, so I used to talk shit with him and shit like that. But it was something in the back of my mind, like something about dude funny, dog. But come to find out, dude was you know what I'm saying, he was a funny guy, if you know what I mean. And I don't move like that. But you know how some of them motherfuckers that be the acting like they the most gangsters motherfuckers be eating somebody else Rusty Brown donut. So I'm at the job and shit, and then dude kept on like, "Hey, bro, you should go read the Book of the Dead and shit." I was like, "Nigga, for what? I want to read the Book of Life, nigga, not the Book of Death. You read that shit, nigga." And I was like, "Why are you telling me to read it?" He was like, "It must be something in there I want you to see for yourself." And I was like, "Nah, nigga, I'm not about to let that shit go inside my soul. Not no Book of Death, nigga. I'm the tongue of life, nigga. You got me fucked up. I see what you're trying to do though." And then some time passed down the line and shit, you know what I'm saying? We used to chop it up and shit, you know what I'm saying? This is before I knew his nature, you know what I'm saying? Because you know motherfuckers can camouflage it. And I ain't really paying you too much mind, but I get that feeling in the back of my mind. Because I'm like, hey, bro, when all the bitches, or all the women in the job come and talk to me, you get mad and you get jealous. So come to find out, you want me just like them. And I found out that was his nature. So I stopped getting down with dude. Like, here you go right here. Look at this shit, bro. I can't make it up. Y'all see that moth? Look at it right there, bro. I couldn't make it up, bro. probably gonna see it fly in the background. But these fucking moths is flying to me, bro. It's so much light out here. Big lights, stadium lights and shit. The moths are flying to you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with the wicked ones and the evil ones. Bro, let me explain something to you about the fiery darts. The fiery darts that they throw at us is they darkness that they trying to ease off their own souls. You understand what I'm saying? They carrying around so many sins and so much darkness, so much gossip. You got to understand this shit, bro. If you don't have anything positive to say about somebody, you shouldn't have nothing negative to say about nobody. That's why I don't make videos doing reviews and shit like that. But I'm gonna speak the truth, right? That's off T-top. Whether it's my truth, your truth, I gotta give it the whole truth. I can't, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way the pie gonna be complete. You hear me? Your side of the truth, my side of the truth. That's the only way it's gonna match right. Need all the ingredients, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause lies is like candy, like chocolate. Yeah, that shit tastes good, but guess what? Go 5 days eating a whole bucket of Halloween candy and don't brush your teeth for 5 days. Holla at me. I don't even think you gonna have them. I don't even think you gonna have them, bro. 5 days eating a whole bucket, yeah, you ain't gonna have them, bro. I don't care what type of toothpaste you got. You can even use what I use. It ain't gonna happen, Captain. But listen, bro, you got the light. You understand what I'm saying? And they mad because it's motherfuckers that work for positions, entitlement, you know what I'm saying, that sold they soul to get what you have, but they thought it was real, but theirs is artificial. You know what I'm saying? Entitlement and pride is a difference from being obligated and being possessed and being mocked by the Most High. They hate your anointings. They don't like it. They want you to give it to them, which their bodies could not even harness, yet alone they don't want you to have it for yourself. That's just a sad situation that we in, bro. And as a chosen one, bro, you gotta keep your head on the swivel, bro. You gotta know that you are the light. Don't let no one put your light out. Don't let nobody dim your light. Keep the more and brighter your light burn, that's the more you gonna burn these fucking parasites and these demons, these witches and warlocks. But at the same time, use discernment and common sense and know where they dwell, know where they live, know where they like to go. You know what I'm saying? Don't find yourself in basically it's in plain sight. It's the matrix, bro. Okay. If you're not doing it if you're not eating off God's word, or if you're not eating from out of God's hands, or it's not the hands from the God that you are or the goddess you are, you shouldn't be eating it. I don't care if you're starving. I don't care if you want a gas station run. I don't care if you want a quick meal. Man, all this shit matters what we put inside ourselves, because they trying to cast so much darkness in us. Lately, I ain't gonna lie, I've been feeling like letting go, releasing. Not like I got the strength to fucking off myself, but you know, I was trying to find subconscious ways to just do it peacefully. But God was like, I ain't even gonna let you get that far, you know? And got a better environment. I mean, still racism, still gang stalking. It's hectic here. It's probably more hectic here than where I was at, because I was in two smaller cities. So I'm in a bigger city, but at the end of the day, you know, hey, I ain't running from nothing, dog. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm willing to protect my light. You understand what I'm saying? Because they want this realm of reality to be full of darkness. You see Starbucks and McDonald's and all of these places and shit like that. Go ahead and watch the movie. They clone Tyrone. Matter of fact, I want you to double back and watch uh, Soylent Green. Soylent. And that's why they get mad and they treat you some type of way, because they like, you're not supposed to be eating this poison. You're supposed to be doing better than that. The darkness even know that you are the light. The darkness even wants you with the light at sometimes, because the darkness need to find its way through the light. All the darkness is the motherfuckers that gave away their light, bro. I need to find this little commercial, it was like a little video I watched. I think it was maybe like 10, 15 minutes. I think I'm going to tag y'all in it. Y'all, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tag y'all in it. Y'all check out the description, right? I'm gonna tag y'all in a little video I watched, and it really represents the chosen ones, right? Literally, will you give your light away to survive in this darkness, or will you use your light to survive in this darkness without giving it away? What's the option? I swear to God, bro, my pockets need it, bro. My phone keep popping up $800. Go ahead and donate some of that plasma. I'm not about to do that, bro. Because if I donate that plasma, I could figure out how to make them $800. It might just take some time on God's speed, because the devil will give it to me quick if I give him my life force essence for $800. And I'm pretty sure that $800 ain't gonna be that one pop. But the $800 should be worth at least that one drip. But that's how they gonna lowball you for your light, so you could survive in the darkness. You could thrive. You could live through this darkness with your light. But if you trade your light so that you can live in this darkness, you're gonna get lost. You're gonna lose yourself. And that's all this is, bro. That's why the angels are who they are. If you could look at it from a different angle. That's why the demons, the devils, the shapeshifters, you understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you, bro, we all had the light, bro. We still got the light. But they all had the light and they gave it away. They wanted the money. They wanted the cars. They wanted the clothes. They wanted the position at the job. You know what I'm saying? You know what that dude told me at Goodwill? He tried to charge me for a $14 comforter when the rest of the comforters was $5 on a rack. But I just didn't see them. I didn't see the tags. He want to charge me $14. I said, boy, you out your body. You feel me? You out your body. You understand what I'm saying? And it was a reason why I brought that up. I got to double back. There's a lot going on outside around me. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, because he see the light in me and he gave his away. And I'm like, bro, just because you being nasty and ugly and you want to charge me extra, you want to charge me an extra $10 when you know this comforter set at least is 7 or below. Don't play with me, fool. And it's cold outside. It's 20 degrees, bro, so I'm not about to play with you. He didn't, he you know what I'm saying? He tried to throw darkness into my light. He wanted me to dim my light. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to shrink. You understand what I'm saying? He thought he could cast darkness into my energy. You dig? By being nasty like that. You know what I'm saying? And when they see us, bro, let me explain something to you. These demons and these fallen angels and all of these motherfuckers, some of them might have always been like that for the rest of the motherfucking lives since the get-go. But some of them had the light and they traded it. They traded it. They traded it. They traded it for the jobs, bro. You know what I'm saying? How could you be you know what the dude told me at the fucking Goodwill? He said, bro, I'm just doing my job. I'm like, bro, I guess what? When judgment day come, and you gotta talk to my creator, you gotta talk to my guy, you gotta talk to the head honcho, not this motherfucker that could give you these little toys and trinkets and shit, and give you a block or some shit, uh, let you pay him $50,000 that you didn't unalive somebody, and now you can walk the streets scot free, and now everybody's scared of you. No, you really the one walking around scared because you don't know when God gonna really give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, see, he gonna sit here and tell me I'm just doing my job, bro. Okay, guess what? God gonna hit you with that same shit. He just doing his job. All right. I was like, hey, bro, that you ain't gotta do me like that, bro. You know how many people say they just doing their job? You know how many jobs I go to? I even had jobs myself where people needed it. I would do my best to help them because I knew I had it. And you know you got it, but you don't owe me nothing, bro. And I told him about it. So and I said, you know what? God don't like ugly. You's an ugly motherfucker. And I mean that from the inside out, motherfucker. Literally, nigga. And I don't feel no type of way because you ain't let me get what I wanted. I'm just being real. I'ma say how I feel. You feel me? If you would have fucking went the right way with me, I would have still told you how I feel. I would have told you not how I feel, but I would have told you what it is. I would have left you with some common sense. You know what I'm saying? I would have tried to connect whatever screws you got loose in that motherfucker. And that's what I did. Yeah, it might not have sound beautiful in his ears, but his heart needed it because it was the truth. You was an ugly motherfucker from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's 20 degrees outside. And you know you could just look at me and see my situation. If not, you could smell it. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go wash my ass and shit, but I can only wash my ass and shit when the sun out and I'm in a cold, I'm in a warm environment because I'm not gonna get sick out here. Fuck that. Can't afford that. Bitch, last year around this time, I got a badass ear infection because I was out here in the cold like I was last year. I had a badass ear infection. I ain't never had an ear infection in my life. I probably had one, but I remember that bitch right there. Childhood couldn't refresh that motherfucker. I had a badass ear infection last year. And that shit was just leaking out my ear. I was like, what the hell? It's like snot coming out my ears, nigga. That's how it was bad, boy. But let's get to the point, right? You just doing your job, huh, bro? Okay. Well, I'm gonna just do my job since you want me to clock in when I already clocked out for the day and tell you about yourself and give you this truth. Set your temperature straight. You feel me? Because they hating on us, because they see us. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people, friends, and family members could really help you and gave you that push that you needed? But God didn't want that for you because God wanted you to build your own strength. See, the bird, he sit on that twig and he don't trust that branch, but what's on his back he do, and God gave him that. You understand what I'm saying? And when you walk by faith and I was in your face, you're going to always be where you need to be. And I'm right where I need to be. I don't care how much racist, hatred, gang stalking. That's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? The microwaves supposed to be in competition with the air fryers. The microwaves is about to find themselves no longer existing. You know what I'm saying? Microwaves ain't gonna be around. It's gonna be straight air fryers. You know what I'm saying? The oven gonna always be here. You can't get rid of that. That's granddaddy shit. That's granny love. That's real love. That's God. See, God is like the oven and the stove. See, the devil is like the microwave. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to eat now. They're not willing to let their bodies decompose and break down the trash and the cells and the parasites and the foreign entities that don't belong. So they're gonna continuously compress and mash and blood clot. You know what I'm saying? Bumper clots. Keep on putting that trash in them and never give themselves the opportunity to breathe, to detox, to rid itself. You understand what I'm saying? I mean that on a mental, physical, spiritual level. These fallen angels, vampires, shapeshifters, these faces of the malevolent darkness. You understand what I'm saying? They see that you went through the process to detox and fast. Everybody could do it. You understand what I'm saying? But they not willing to do it. And where there's a will, there's a way. And the Most High always give us our way, as long as we give Him our will. The Most High will give us His way, as long as we give Him our will. The Most High will give us our way if we give Him our will. Y'all see me? And that's what's gonna keep our motherfucking shit floating, keep our shit rolling, keep our shit rotating. Ride spinners, ride spinners. You know what I'm saying? The hottest thing. You know what I'm saying, bro? I am out here living on the streets, bro. I live out my backpack, bro, on a day-to-day basis. I mean, 34/9, my nigga. Fuck 24/7. 34/9. I got haters and dick suckers on my meat pistol. I'm out here with a backpack. These motherfuckers got houses, children, cars, trucks, jobs. I don't have a job. I have a career, and I'm an energiologist for the Most High. And I set the energy straight wherever I fucking go. So I don't have a job. I got a career. I do have a house, which is my body. This is my first house. My body. Okay? My transportation is connected to my body. Like a fucking megazord. Fuck. I got some goddamn roller skates. My feet. My puppies. These goddamn, one side is an airplane, and then one side is a Mark 5 Bugatti. Depends on if I'm taking off or if I need to fucking peel off on your face. It depends. You feel me? But as the chosen one, bro, they know we are elite. We are top class. You understand what I'm saying? A celebrities. No matter what your situation is, you are a celebrity. You could be in the streets, on the streets. You could be under the streets. You could be goddamn living under the subway tunnels under New York. You still that motherfucker. I just had a car full of random ass racist, evil ass, hateful people pull up on me and call me nigger. I was like, yeah, I'm that nigga. At least you know I'm the nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm not a nigga. I'm that nigga. The one you spent your gas, your time, your focus, and your energy and your GPS coordinates to come and find. Cause I ain't spending on you. You understand what I'm saying? Look who cashing. Look how they cashing their currency, and look how we building our currency. Look how we depositing and withdrawing our currency. You understand what I'm saying? And that's one thing about us chosen ones, especially when you get to the level of being very stoic. If a motherfucker don't deposit anything inside you, they can't withdraw it from you. I don't care if it's a smile or a frown. If you ain't depositing either one, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm like the motherfucking baskets at Aldi's, bitch. If you ain't putting no quarter in me, you can't use me. And I don't mean it's always about the money with me, but you understand what I'm saying? You water me, I water you. Cause I ain't got time to be plucking no weeds out my garden, bitch. I grow. Let me tell you what's growing in my garden as a chosen one. I got this one tree. That bitch grow pineapples, apples, mangoes, rambutan, and sweet potatoes on one goddamn branch. You ain't never see a tree like that. Hey, shout out to the motherfuckers that did the world the way it is, bro. You think they never had a tree like that? God is that tree. And then on the back end, I'm that tree and you that tree. We are the walking trees. We are the tree of lives, bro. We are the tree of life. We are the giving tree. And right now, it ain't no more giving to the darkness, to the fallen angels, to the smuts, to the lusts, you understand, to the dust, to the carnal desires, to the quick temptations. It ain't no more giving. Go ahead and read that goddamn book called The Giving Tree. It's a green book. We the giving tree. We ain't giving these suckers no more because they not willing to utilize my method. This is the method I created called create the vanish. Create the vanish basically means if you're going to eat 10 mangoes, you must plant one to respect Mother Nature, Mother Cosmos, and the life that comes before and after you. That's only righteous. If you ate that plant 10 times, that's how it's supposed to be. Because we supposed to be eating fruit, veggies, and herbs that had seeds in them. Like the bananas supposed to have seeds in them. So after we get done eating the bananas, sometimes we swallow the seeds like a watermelon, and we'll chew them up and we'll shit it out. And then wherever we shit, and the land is soil, the soil is fertile. All you gotta do is get a little rainwater, a little dew. That motherfucker gonna start growing. But we have been in such of a toxic environment, you wouldn't even think such of these things, or such of a substance could exist. But as a chosen one, you are the one that walk through the forest and make the trees grow. They are the ones that walk through the forest and watch the trees wither. When I was with one of my honey pots, Jezebels, she always used to say like, "Damn, baby, you can make anything grow." Me and my mama buy some plants by the next 3 days, that bitch damn near dead. And it was true. I would buy some plants or grow some plants at my house, and I was like, nah, if I grow these plants and I bring them over there, as long as y'all water them, they gonna nope. It was nope, because bro, we wasn't equally yoked. She was a witch, she was a, you know what I'm saying? And she wanted the glow, she wanted the light, she wanted to look bright, but goddamn, she dull as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like shit. You ever saw a goddamn Maybach from the outside? Yeah, I don't know who the mechanic was, but the engine was a Kia.